Chris, what is our fourth main topic today?
Topic 4 comes from Michael D'Souza. Hey, John and crew. I hope you guys are having a great day. Well, it's game day.
Game day!
The tickets for Doctor Strange 2 have been released today around the world, and with it, brand new promotional TV spots with some insane new footage. Wanda and her kids, three-eyed Sinister Strange. This looks insane. What are your thoughts on this new TV spot, and what are your predictions on the ticket pre-sales? Thank you so much, and have a great day.
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in. And yes, the tickets did go on sale this morning, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll talk about that a bit later. What I do want to talk about right now, though, is the new promotional spot that dropped. And it's not a full trailer. It's under a minute long, but it does give us a few glimpses of things we have not yet seen. The line from Mordo here or there, the third-eyed Stephen Strange. But to me, the most compelling thing, the most interesting thing, was the appearance of Wanda's two kids. That's the part that is most interesting. And I will say this, for me, it confirms a theory that I've had. Because when we got to the end of WandaVision, a lot of people thought that Wanda's kids were still out there somewhere. You know, at the end of it, when she's using the Darkhold and the post-credit scene at the end, and you hear the "Mom, help!" I was like, guys, you do realize that's just the same audio of when they were yelling for her when they were out in the street, right? Like her kids weren't real. I mean, they kind of became temporarily manifested, but as soon as the thing came down, her kids disappeared because they, like Vision, weren't real. And I said, I bet that once we get into Multiverse of Madness, I've thought that Wanda was going to be an antagonist. And one of the things that was going to be her motivator was she wants to exploit the multiverse to find a universe where her kids exist. And her being a Nexus being, it would make sense that subconsciously she knew in some version of the multiverse she has children, hence she manifested them within WandaVision. And I could be 1,000% wrong about that, but I believe them appearing in this trailer, in this promo I should call it, I think that pretty much verifies what I've been thinking. Now, it could be 1,000 other things. It could be 1,000 other things. They might just be a figment of her memory. You know, when she goes and kneels at them, like maybe that's just a figment of her remembering when she had, for that short little period of window, she had kids. But I think she's hunting for her kids in another dimension so she can take them for her own. But I mean, I'm not 100% sure about that. Again, the other things, the third eye, Doctor Strange, hearing Mordo's line about this path extracts a heavy toll, which is cool. I love Mordo. Give me more Chiwetel Ejiofor. But yeah, I think that's what this kind of sets it up as. Anyway, Rob, you saw the new promo spot. What stood out to you the most about it, and what do you think about the theory I have about the kids?
Oh, I think you're 100% right. And you know, I recently reread Avengers Disassembled, where Wanda turns out to be the big bad.
Right.
It's all about her trying to find her kids. A lot of this is she's creating it all. This is her. She's the villain. I believe all of that. And I believe that we might get the No More Mutants thing in the reverse. I think this movie is going to be a heck of a lot of fun. And I'm so there for it. It looks so bonkers and so cool to me. And Sam Raimi is directing it, so I'm sure we're going to get some crazy camera work and all that. I mean, I want to see the quick and the dead of superhero movies, if that works for anyone. John, this looks great to me, and I'm an unabashed MCU lover because I love the Marvel comics, and I really like how the MCU has been the cinematic equivalent of what it was like to read Marvel comics. They really understand that. Yes, let's go back to our source material. Imagine that, rather than try and change it into something else. They're embracing all of this, and all of this, it comes out of, there was no Multiverse of Madness comic directly, but they're pulling from all this mythology that was in the comics, which is a great way to go. Although they've made it Doctor Strange-centric instead of Avengers-centric, and I think that's great. I love it. I can't wait.
You know, one of the great things about how they approach it is they go back to the source material, but they never feel beholden to the source material.
No, they just take, these are the ideas, and they spin it because they can't do direct adaptations because they've built their own version of it. but they're going back because the comics have already given them all the great ideas. It's just how do you have a bounty? It's like you have a beautiful harvest of all the ideas that you need ever for the MCU, and it's like, how are we going to make this work?
It's like going on MasterChef. These are your ingredients.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah.
The Marvel Master Chef School of Filmmaking, and they figure out the best way, because in Avengers Disassembled, who shows up to explain what's going on? That Wanda, and it's Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange is like, there is no chaos magic, and everyone's like, wait, what? And Doctor Strange explains it, and like, she doesn't have kids, she's trying to, and they're like, there's our movie. There's our Doctor Strange movie. There's how we're going to set it up. And it's all right there in the comics. I can't wait for this. I think it's awesome.
I got a prediction. Prediction time. I'm probably dead wrong about this. We'll find out when the movie opens. Here's my prediction. There's a shot in this teaser where you got, I think it's Chthon, you got Strange, Wong, and then fighting alongside them. The camera pans over, fighting alongside them is Wanda. I think this is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness's Hulk running in Wakanda moment. I don't think that shot's in the movie. I mean, I could be 1,000% wrong about that, right? But if it does come to pass, I just want to be on record. I'm the
or
first
it's
one to
another
call it.
version of Wanda.
Or, I mean, that's the more likely thing, but I'm guessing this is their misdirect in this trailer. Like her fighting alongside them, I'm going to guess this is not a part of the movie.
Did they do that intentionally? Like, we're going to add one little thing, that way people...
Just like they took Spider-Man out of shots of the trailer.
Yeah.
For Civil War.
Someone's getting punched.
Or in No Way Home, yeah, so they took that out. Or in Infinity War, there is a moment where Captain America is fighting Thanos in the trailer, and Thanos throws a punch, and Captain America catches the punch. You see a close-up of the Infinity Gauntlet, and it's missing a whole bunch of the Infinity Gems. Well, in that moment in the movie, they're all there.
Got it.
So, or, Hulk running alongside the Avengers in Wakanda in the trailer. That, obviously, Hulk doesn't appear in it. And also, they'll throw in these little things to kind of throw the audience off a little bit,
I like that. Mm-hmm.
So, and I think this might be one of those moments. Guys, we want to take a minute and thank a sponsor of today's video, Viore. Now, Ann and I like to work out and train several days a week, but the thing is, I want to be comfortable and not look like a slob at the same time, and I often have a hard time finding something that does both. But Viore, everything is designed to work out in, but it doesn't look or feel like it's made to be worked out in. It is so comfortable, you will want to wear this stuff all the time. Now, you guys know I like some flexibility and versatility in the clothes that I wear, but that's where Viore comes in. See, it can be used for just about any activity like running, training, swimming, yoga, but it's also great just for lounging around or going out on the weekends in. For example, take the men's core shorts. These are the most comfortable and one of the best looking pairs of shorts that you can own, and they're versatile. One pair of shorts for just about every sport that you can play. Or take the men's Sunday performance jogger. These pants are perfect for lounging around in or going out for a good run. Viore is an investment in your happiness. For our viewers, they are offering 20% off your very first purchase. Get yourself some of the most comfortable and versatile clothing on the planet at viore.com/Campea. That's VUORI.com/Campea. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to viore.com/Campea and discover the versatility of Viore clothing. Anyway, Aaron, you had a chance to see the promo. What did you think about it? What stood out to you?
Oh, well, I think it's fantastic. I love the fact that Wanda's kids make an appearance in this because...
But will they speak Spanish? Will it be a telenovela? That's the big thing. That's an inside joke, by the way. Sorry, everybody.
If you're watching it at my house, it could definitely all be in Spanish. So, because clearly I don't know how to work my television's closed captioning. That being said, I really like the appearance of the children because there's only so many times that the desire that someone's true motivation can just be the desire for power or the desire for equilibrium in the world. those are great things, but let's face it, they get kind of boring. And, it's nice to see someone that has perhaps a deeper motivation, a different driving factor. And ultimately, if Wanda just wanting to live in a world where she gets to be with her kids, like, I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think that that's a beautiful motivation and something that truly would have a deep level of passion and vulnerability and also ferocity behind it. So I love that. I'm excited to see how that's explored. But also what this trailer gets me so hyped for, which I was already super excited, but like all the zombie Doctor Strange, everything, the makeup for this movie is on such an incredible, exquisite scale. All of the different looks that just Benedict Cumberbatch has. I mean, I would love to just see a lineup of all of the different looks that he had to go through in hair and makeup and the creation of that. Again, I'm kind of a behind the scenes junkie. I love stuff like that, which is one of the reasons I love Rob, because that's what he does. And so this is just one of those things where as I'm watching, I'm just going, but how did they do that? And how did they come up with that? And how does zombie Doctor Strange work into the whole thing? It's all these little pieces that make me so excited to see the puzzle put together.
Chris, you had a chance to see this. I know this is a movie that you and Logan are both very excited for. What did you think about the spot? What stood out to you? What do you think about my two kids theory? I don't know, all that kind of stuff. What's on your mind right now?
I do think that is the catalyst for why Wanda is joining everyone, right? I'm going to get my kids back. That's what she wants from all of this. And it is hard to tell if this is her seeing them in a different dimension or if it's some kind of vision or however you want to talk about it. But I really, really hope that we do get the kids to actually come back because I want Wiccan and Speed.
Well, I mean, they're young Avengers.
Exactly.
They have to come back.
That's what it feels like we're setting up with the other people.
They're going to have young. I still don't think they're going to do Young Avengers.
I think they will.
Haley Steinfeld was introduced in the pages of Young Avengers.
I know, well, just because a character is there, doesn't mean they have to do that. Now, I don't deny that they may get a loose crossover or something like that, but I don't think we're going to get a Young Avengers movie.
I don't think
they're going to call it Young Avengers.
Listen, Marvel knows that May 5th is my wedding anniversary, and they were like, we're going to make sure Chris and Logan get all the things they want in this movie that is wildly anticipated by both of them. So I'm getting Young Avengers. And look at Sinister Strange. Like, what?
They're going to make it Young Avengers. I will give you over under 75%. They're going to make a Young Avengers series.
I'll take that bet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a series.
A series.
Yeah, I would be in on that.
You know what? I would have said there's a 3% chance they would do a Young Avengers. I'll go 15 that they could do a series. I'll go, I know that's still not high, but I'll go significantly higher than when I was at.
Because Haley Steinfeld can anchor that series now. I mean, she's a movie star, and everyone loved her. Whether you liked Hawkeye or not, she was amazing in it. So I think that she would be the catalyst to form the team.
Yeah.
And ultimately, they need to, I mean, at a certain point, some of these actors are just not going to be interested in playing these roles anymore, or they're just, they're going to have an Ezra Miller moment or what. No, I'm kidding. But at a certain point, you do need to have a new generation of MCU. And I think that in the introduction of that in bits and pieces, little tastes of it now, so that the Gen Zers who are watching are like, okay, I'm seeing the new guard moving in. I think it's actually really smart. Start with little introductions and then ultimately a series. I see that happening.
I don't think we're going to have an 11-year-old Wiccan in Speed.
No.
They're not going to be 11 forever.
They'll get aged up as they were in the television show, aging rapidly.
But that's because they weren't real in the television show.
But then they will be, John.
It's going to happen, dude. It's going to happen.
Let me have this.
All right, guys, question is for you. What did you think about the new promo spot for Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness? Let the speculations begin. What stood out to you the most? Was it the sinister Doctor Strange? Was it the line from Mordo? Was it some of the action? Was it the kids? I mean, what are you guys thinking about
John.
it? Jump down in the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.